Hello and welcome to another edition of my show. Today I am home. I feel so comfortable. I am here in Lamin Village. If you know, I'm a Lamin girl, but I'm here at a very special place, Starfish International. This organization 15 years ago was established by a great daughter actually of this village, Mam Yassin Sarr. Mam Yassin went to St. Peter's High School, went to United States to further her education, and she came back to invest in her community. Today I'm here to look at the Starfish International, what programs they do. And of course, I'll be having a sit down with my big sis, Mam Yassin Sarr. Kon gay topalem ma.
Welcome to Starfish International. Thank you so much for coming.
You know, when I was 8 years old, I'm one of those lucky people who have always known what my destiny was, what I wanted to do with my life from when I was 8 years old. So by the time I got to St. Peter's at 13 years old, I had quite a bit of practice knowing what I wanted to do with my life. And somehow I never veered from it.
Obviously, St. Peter's High School we all went to, and you know, there was this strong figure there for all of us, you know, like I said, Andres Nongjata and yourself. How has her leadership helped you to also become this kind of leader that you are today?
So I think part of why we also didn't know each other well was because I was living in Lamin, but I was going to school at Methodist Primary in Banjul. So when I had to come to St. Peter's High School, I came with this attitude, like I am from the city, I went to school in the city, so I came with my hair straightened, and you know, I was all about the fashion. And the day I got to St. Peter's, she looked at me and she said, I want you to go home until the straighten comes out of your hair. Wow. So I get home and my mom says, well, the only way you can get the straighten out of your hair is if you shave your hair off. So I went from conceptualizing myself as this Banjul kid who was high on the fashion scene to becoming basically bald, because my mom said, we're not going to bribe anybody to get you to any other school or use any connections. We're going to let you learn whatever lesson she's trying to teach you. So I learned from Form 1. I cried for 2 months. I stayed home and cried for 2 months. And then I decided to get up. No, she sent my English teacher from school to come to the house and chop off my hair. That was a Ghanaian man, so he gave me a Ghanaian haircut where they fondant the bottom here and then they chop all of it off. So that's what I came to school with every day. And quickly I had to define myself on what was inside instead of what I was putting on. So the life of one individual can touch so many lives. And so the starfish story is that there's a young woman walking down the beach, and a lot of starfish are brought in by the wave and they're drying up on the shore. And she's picking starfish up and throwing them back in the water. An older person comes by and says, there are so many of them dying, you just picking one and throwing it is not going to make such a difference. And the young woman picks up a starfish, looks at the older person and said, but to this one, I am making a difference. And so that's what I wanted anybody who came to Starfish to understand. Every single one of them is critical to making a difference in the lives of many. And so no single human being is less than another human being. Everybody is equally important, and you don't know who's going to make the huge difference.
Women educated, women who are thinking of feeding their families, why do you think it's necessary to give them some level of education?
I think that, again, at the core, if I say to you, who has been the biggest influence in your success? Unless you had a horrible experience with your mom, it's going to be your mom.
My mom and my grandmother.
Exactly. And so for every family, when you look at it, that woman is going to be able to tell you what class her child is in, whether her child is sick, whether her child is hungry, what their strengths and weaknesses are, right? So investing in that woman, because that woman doesn't choose, or I won't focus on my sons because they're males, I'll only focus on my daughters. She focuses on all her children. So in investing in these women, we actually invest in the family. All the research that is being done about happiness shows that it's not the big house and the car and all that. People are truly happy when they're able to give back. And Starfish gives an opportunity for people to be able to give back. And that's how it's sustained. These amazing young people run the whole thing, and I'm there to guide them.
15 years into this, what is the end goal? What is the goal here?
The goal.
At the end of the day, what is Mam Yassin trying to achieve for herself, for her people, for her community, for the Gambia at large?
I am really wanting to show that service is at the core of who we are as human beings.